Well, good evening, everyone. I hope all of you are doing fantastic. My name's Chip Pinard, and I'll tell you what, I'm excited to welcome you out to this very special GLP Extreme Zoom event. In fact, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, it's our first one of the year. We got an incredible session lined up for you tonight, and I do promise you, you're going to leave here feeling inspired and more excited than ever about GLP Extreme, that what GLP can do for your weight loss and overall well-being. But before we dive in, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us here tonight. It truly means a lot to us all. And whether you're here to learn more about the product or hear from our special guest, or maybe you just want to soak in the excitement, guess what? You're in the right place at the right time. Now, before we get into the details, I just need to throw this out there. Hang on, Peter, I'm gonna mute your phone out real quick. Okay, before we I just need to throw this out there. Although our products are our top shelf world class nutraceutical formulas, guess what, folks? They're not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. With that being said, what we do know though is that when we give the human body the nutrition it needs, it's capable of absolutely amazing things, and GLP Extreme is providing that every single day. So, all right. Let's get started. Tonight we'll be exploring what makes GLP Extreme so extreme for weight loss and overall well-being. You're going to hear firsthand why this product is a game changer. And we're truly honored to have a very special guest with us here tonight, the incomparable Dr. Peter Josling. Dr. Josling is a renowned biochemist, director of Herbal Research Centre, and a true expert in natural medicine. He'll be sharing the science and insights behind GLP's Extreme's unique formula, and trust me, you're going to love what he has to say. But before we bring on Dr. Josling, I get the awesome pleasure to introduce you to the man right here, our very own Greg Gunderson. Greg is an incredible leader, visionary, and the driving force behind GLP Extreme and everything we do here at Great Life Worldwide. Greg, your passion, brother, dedication, and are unmatched, and I'm so excited for everyone to hear from you. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause to Mr. Greg Gunderson. Greg, the floor is yours, my friend.
Hey, Chip. Good evening. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much, you guys and ladies around the world, to join us here for a little bit of your time Thursday evening, GLP Extreme review, overview, info. As Chip mentioned, we do have a very special guest coming on with us here. Going to join us in just a minute. This is, as I shared early on when we were getting ready to manufacture this formula, I shared that, people through the years have been asking, why don't you do a weight loss? Why don't you do a weight loss? Why don't we have, another weight loss? We had the keto formula, which was a great product. It worked well, but we wanted to take it to a whole nother level. We wanted a special product that could address not only weight loss, weight management, but really have an impact on our overall wellness, our overall body health and wellness. And I've been working with our chemists now for a number of years, over a decade, and we've been talking about the ingredients that are available to us. And when he finally reached out and said, "Okay, Greg, we got it. This is it." And they were able to get me the lab samples, and I started using the product. Early on, everybody was like, this sounds like the next miracle. This sounds like the next big weight loss formula product and everything. But, we're taking Greg's word for it. And I explained, exactly what the formula was doing, how it works, and so on. I covered some of the key bullet points. Appetite control is a big thing. There are 9 scientifically proven ways that we can lose weight. This checks all the boxes. And it takes it way beyond what any other weight loss formula does. I mean, there are products out there. We've been sending some comparisons where they maybe have one product in this category, 2, 3, upwards 4, and even 5 products that different companies are offering upwards of $150, $200, up to $300 for their weight management package. And you have to buy several products. And like most of us, we've tried all these formulas through the year. I was going through several products earlier today. I pulled out, I think, about 40 products that didn't work. And obviously, I'm not going to name them all off. They're all products that you've seen. They're products that are out there in the industry. and they just don't work. You feel caffeine. You don't feel it doesn't cut the cravings. You don't feel full. It just literally after a few days, you know that this product isn't making it, doesn't get the results that you're looking for. And so next. And I shared my story. Literally, my downfall is stress eating late at night, the cookies, the cravings and stuff like that, late at night. The very first day, and we just want to boost. The very first day I tried the new GLP-XTREME formula, it completely cut the cravings. We're talking about it's changed my 15 years of bad behavior in literally in a matter of an hour. I had zero cravings for the sweet sugars and carbs. I had really not much appetite at all. I ate a smaller portion. And what it does is it gets you in the mindset. You say to yourself, this works. And so now that we've had people out there for the last month, 5-6 weeks or so that have been using the formula, pretty much 100% positive feedback from everybody that's using the product. Anywhere from they take it for 2 or 3 days and they lose 2 pounds. They take it for a week, they lose 4 or 5 pounds. They take it for 2 weeks, they're losing 6, 8, 7 pounds. And so it gives everybody pretty much the same feeling. It works. And what it does is it gives us all the boost. It gives us the power to be able to know that using this formula, I'm in control of what I consume. I'm in control of how I eat. It switches your psychological to where you lose 2 or 3 pounds and you say to yourself, I can do this. This product can help me, and you're on your way. And the rest is history. And that's what's exciting. But again, not only does it control the appetite, not only does it cut the cravings, it helps balance the blood sugar levels. It helps increase metabolism, increasing energy naturally. So there's a natural energy. There's no added caffeine. Helps promote a healthy immune system, healthy gut, healthy colon, helps reduce inflammation. These ingredients are just off the chart. It helps fat burning. It helps intermittent fasting, which is a really healthy thing. And so again, it puts us in control of our weight loss journey. So it checks all the boxes. I mean, the price is off the chart as far as value goes. So we have an incredibly credible product that literally, again, can help anybody achieve their weight management goals. And that's exciting. So I'm going to shoot over to Shelly here. Shelly is going to introduce our special guest speaker, but we are honored and privileged to have Dr. Peter Josling on with us tonight. And he is an expert. This guy he's an amazing research scientist. His work, his credentials off the chart. He has done so much research through the years. I mean,
of course, if I wanted to listen to it on
incredible
headphones,
reputation
I couldn't.
in the research science area. So Shelly, I'm going to hand it over to you. Dr. Peter is a longtime friend of yours. And so let's go over to Shelly now, and she's going to bring on our special guest.
Okay. Hey, everybody. It's so awesome. My gosh, page after page after page of people on here. I wish we could get a great big screen of everybody, but welcome. And this is so exciting. When I've known Peter, we've worked with him for about 20 years. We've had the pleasure of traveling. We've done meetings in Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, Michigan, Vegas. I mean, we've gone all over, and to just spend time with him, he's somebody that we admire very much, his brain, what he knows. And so when we introduced this product, my first thought was, Peter is a formulator. Peter is a doctor, a scientist. He's brilliant. I needed to know, I asked him, Peter, can I just get your opinion of this product? I had no intention of him wanting to purchase it or to join with us. I just truly wanted his opinion. Peter is very involved in nutrition. One of the things he has always said in all of our talks and lectures and things we've done is do no harm. He says that all the time. I can see you smiling, Peter. Do no harm. He does not like the drugs that cause harm for people. And so his motto has always been do no harm. And so I sent him a message and I said, hey, would you mind taking a look at this formula? I value your opinion. Let me know what you think. And I sent him the link and he said, sure, I'll take a look, of course. And he looked at it and he came back and he said, wow, I'm impressed. This is amazing. And so, you know, I'm going to let him tell us his thoughts on that, but that's really how it started. I just wanted his opinion. Didn't expect him to want to come on board with us or anything at all. So Peter, hey guys, it's 9 o'clock Eastern. It is 2 o'clock in the morning where Peter is. So let's give him a round of applause for getting up or
Thank you.
staying awake at 2 a.m. So Peter, welcome, welcome. What did you think when you took a look at
Peter.
this?
We love you, Peter.
Oh, thank you very much. Can you all hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. So I have to apologize for my cute English accent. If there's anything I say that you don't quite understand, just stop me and buy one, okay? But like Shelley said, we've known each other for a long, long time. And after the wonderful introduction from Chip and Greg, the reason I wanted to come on board was because I've always avoided weight loss products in the past, always, because none of them really seemed to work particularly well. And some of them were ridiculously expensive. And that is the case today. There are a lot of pharmaceutical drugs that guarantee you to lose weight, but they are crazily expensive. They're injections, which are not easy to do. And at the end of the day, if you've got a natural formula like GLP Extreme, that's the most important thing to me. God put us on the planet. Mother Nature came up with everything we could possibly need to overcome any kind of problems that we've created for ourselves. And, weight loss is a very, what should we say? In England, we say it's a thorny issue because many, many, many millions of people do want to lose weight, but they find it incredibly difficult. Now, what we have with GLP Extreme is a product that has a number of ingredients that all contribute to a much better well-being. The reduction in weight is genuine. The reduction in you wanting to eat is genuine. Satiety is a very important thing to have in any product that you're using for weight loss. And if we're going to go through all of the ingredients, we'll find that there are lots of different benefits from all of the ingredients in GLP Extreme. So I'm really looking forward to promoting this really across Europe, if I can, because we certainly need it all the way across Europe. Maybe we don't have such a big obesity problem as the United States, but at the end of the day, you've got 350 million people across Europe, and a significant percentage of them will need to have better weight control. So I think that's really what GLP Extreme is going to give us, is much, much better control. And like Greg said, within an hour of taking 1/2 dose of GLP Extreme, my first patient, I've got 2 on the product at the moment, but my first patient immediately said, I don't feel so hungry. I feel full. And this is a woman who used to snack non-stop. So we are beginning to see that this product works really quickly. So I'm going to go through the ingredients. Then I'll talk a little bit more about my 2 patients and how they're doing so far after about 2 weeks on GLP Extreme. How's that for a better angle? Oh, yeah, I like that one. There. So it's a very, very clever combination, and very many compliments to Greg and the chemist who put this together. You've got what's known as 3 different versions of resistant starch. So the first one is from pea starch, and this immediately, if you look at the data on Google or the internet or anywhere, you'll find that you guarantee much better gut health. Now, obviously, the gut is where all the food goes. It's where it all gets broken down. You need it to be doing that efficiently and getting rid of the things it doesn't need and keeping the things that it does need, and stopping people from being overwhelmed by too much food and too much drama, if you like. You don't need to absorb all of that nutrition. You don't need to bloat yourself out after every meal. You need to be fit and healthy as well. And the other thing that P-Starch RS1, it's called, will do, it'll give you a much better blood sugar control. And as I'm a type 1 diabetic who has had, blood sugar issues over the years, here, there, and everywhere, up, down, all over the place. For me, that is one reason why I'm starting to take it as well, because I want to see my blood sugar in a much lower level, and that will keep me going for a lot longer. We can have 2 hours instead of 1 hour. And you get much better blood lipid control as well with this RS1 P-Starch. Now, that's, again, a very important issue that gets out of control when you're overeating or you're eating more than your body actually needs. I mean, your body knows exactly what it wants and how much it needs to keep you fit and healthy. And this first RS extract is also very good at making you feel full and stopping you from craving. If you have a couple of beers in the evening, what happens? Your body starts to crave food. You go and get the crisps, you get the nuts, you get the popcorn. Okay, it's recommended if you're watching the Detroit Lions this season, and it's great fun doing that. But at the end of the day, you want to control how much is going into your body and what your body actually needs. You also actually do, the data suggests that I've done a lot of research in the last few weeks. The data suggests that this actually lowers your risk of colon cancer as well with just the P-Starch. So that's a very good compound to start with, but there are 2 others that do just as well. The first one is from green bananas. It's RS2, so that again is a resistant starch, and what that means is that the starch binds into the food in small crystals and stops your digestion from actually absorbing it and being digested in the normal way. So it's stopping what you don't need and giving you what you do need. And maize starch as well is included. These are granular starch crystals that bind into the gut and bind into the food that's being flooded down at each meal. So what happens in the long term is that your stomach gets used to having less. And that is the key to weight loss. If you can eat less and still absorb the nutrients you need, but remove things that are not necessary and contribute to all of this extra food intake, then what happens is your weight obviously will come down. And that's all we're trying to achieve. The last resistant starch is RS3, and this is from potatoes. It's actually called a retrograde amylose, and these are tight little crystals that your digestive system, they can't actually access them. So whatever you're eating, if any of them are not necessary, you won't absorb them. They won't go into your digestive system. You won't need that extra hamburger. You won't need an extra dose of anything food-wise, because you will be satiated, i.e. completely full. And that will last for hours, hours and hours. So you have to remember that this is a natural way of controlling your weight. But what the chemist has very cleverly done is add 4 other ingredients that will help your general health and well-being, as well as controlling the amount of weight that you put on. And if we go through those, relatively quickly, the first one I love is this larch arabinogalactan, and this is from the bark of a tree, the Larix larcinia, and this is a big agent of fiber. Now, everybody knows that fiber is really important for digesting the food that you are eating. The more fiber you have, the better your bowel movements are going to be. People who are overweight often have constipation. They don't go to the loo very often, and this will help that with all this fiber in the arabinogalactan. It's also very good, believe it or not, at preventing colds. I was quite surprised when I read that, because I've spent many years with a compound called allicin, which is perfect for coughs and colds. But I had no idea that there were so many other ingredients that could also prevent coughs and colds. So that's a very good reason for including this, because a healthy body, free of infection, is much more able to absorb nutrition from the food that you are eating and deal with it properly in your body. So this will boost your immune system as well. And again, it does prevent cancer cells from growing, particularly in the liver. Um, so you're building up a formulation that is really going to help literally anybody, whether you're overweight or not. I'm not overweight. I'm pretty much perfect, but these agents are going to be extremely good for me as well, particularly as I'm a diabetic. And a lot of these ingredients are actually designed for diabetes treatment. And if I tell you that in the world today, there are more than 1.2 billion diabetes or pre-diabetes patients, you'll see that this is really important to try and control what's known as pre-diabetes. So these are people who are out of control on eating and drinking soda and pop, and they're basically challenging their liver, their kidneys, their circulatory system, their digestive system. And if they don't do anything about that, they will end up going from pre-diabetes to diabetes, and that is A, very expensive to treat, B, people die from diabetes, and C, you can develop some very nasty wounds if you're unlucky enough in that respect, and they will get rid of you as well. So this whole GLP-XTREME formulation is really good for all the people that don't want to get diabetes, and all the people that already have it, like me. So it's a huge number of people for us to encourage to get on to GLP-XTREME. There are many other groups that we'll talk about in the next few minutes as well. But if you go on to the next ingredient, which is epigallocatechin gallate, I think it's called, EGCG. And this comes from straightforward, simple green tea. Now, most people who are health conscious know that green tea is good for you. It's a great antioxidant. It's a very good weight loss agent, and it is cardioprotective. So, cardioprotective means what? It's looking after your heart and your circulation. And what are the risks with being overweight? The primary risk is heart disease, right? So to be able to use GLP-XTREME to reduce your weight and keep you cardio-protected from any future events is one of the main reasons that I got into the health food industry in the first place. And that was obviously to do with garlic. And I am known as the garlic guru, the garlic king. And that's where I first met up with Shelley and Rick. And we developed a very strong relationship in terms of research, development, promotion, marketing, and always going to the right group of people who needed the products the most. And that's what this GLP-XTREME seems to do. The other thing this epigallocatechin does it's a very good wound healer as well. So what I've just explained is extremely important for all diabetes, and for anybody who is suffering from a minor wound infection. If you go to a general practitioner here in Great Britain, they will say that they have around 100 to 200 patients on their books who have a small wound infection. Now, if you multiply that by the number of GPs, in the UK, which is about 25,000, you can see that that's well over 100,000 wound infections. So if this product can help there as well and improve the general health and well-being and start to heal those wounds, you have another reason for taking it. Not just for weight loss, but it will benefit your cardiovascular system, your immune system, the way you digest the food. It will give you more energy. It'll give you more ability to absorb the right nutrition from the food that you eat at the right level and the right degree. And then the last ingredient is, again, quite remarkable. I knew of its existence, but I didn't know very much about what it actually is. And it's Akkermansia musciphilia. And I'm a biochemist, so for me, this is meat and bread. This is a what's known as a commensal bacteria. So that means it's very, very beneficial for your digestive system. If you like, it's a sophisticated next generation probiotic is basically what it is. And if you do a search on the internet, you'll find there are already quite a few products with Akkermansia in them, deliberately designed to improve your digestive bacteria. So you know that when you have a sickness or you're overweight, your basic bacteria are out of balance in your gut, and what you must do is rebalance your gut. And the only way you can do that is by feeding the gut with probiotics or these commensal probiotics, or you kill out the bad bacteria. So it has to be a combination of both. So you can see that this will do it perfectly for you, because there are apparently 1.2 billion of these bacteria in this sample. Where's it? Come on, you're on camera. Where are you? There it is. Honestly, this is such a cool formulation, and I'm really waiting to see just how well it can do. We've heard a little bit of testimonial already, but I've got 2 patients on it, and the Akkermansia is ideal for diabetes as well. So that's the other reason I'm beginning to take it. But my 2 patients who've been on it now for 2 weeks, the first lady, she got a 2-pound reduction in weight in less than a week. Now that's not very much, but the second week it went up to 6 pounds. So she's lost 6 pounds in less than 2 weeks, taking a half dose in the morning and a half dose in the afternoon. She's one of these ladies that likes to eat early, around 4 p.m. So take it just before, and twice a day. And then she's like over the moon, because she's quite heavily overweight, and she's tried everything under the sun and nothing seems to shift it, partly because she likes to eat large amounts late at night as well, which is not good for you. But she's doing really well so far, so our fingers are crossed to see what's likely to happen in the next few weeks. The other lady is a little bit different. She just eats non-stop snacks, as I mentioned to you a bit earlier, and on taking the first half dose, within an hour, she reported that she was full, that she didn't want any snacks or crisps or nuts or popcorn, despite that being her regular routine. And after 2 weeks, she is now beginning to lose weight as well, because she's eating far less, because she feels full and satiate after every meal, and the meal sizes have gone down significantly. So I think overall, it's an incredible product. And as it says on the bottle, you get weight management, you get appetite control, you get cravings control, you get fat burning and increased energy, so you feel healthier pretty much immediately. and you get this overall body wellness from all the other things that these ingredients can do, like boosting the immune system, making your probiotics in your gut much more aggressive and able to keep the bad boys down. So I recommend it definitely, and I'm very pleased to be part of the organization. And if this has been in any way useful, then please go away, get your groups, call me in, and I'll come on at any time of the day or night, as you can see. And I'm more than happy to help every single one of you. If there's anything you want explained to somebody who's not sure about joining, or not sure how much to take or when to take it or what to do with it. But this tub is full of really good stuff. And once you start taking it, you'll notice the difference. And I think there are even more developments coming over the next few weeks and months. So we're looking forward to everything that comes out of GLP Extreme and the Great Life organization. Thank you.
Oh,
Wow.
Peter, if I must say, Peter, if I tried and tried, I could not love you more.
Thank you, Peter. You know, I was going to say, I wanted to say at first when we started seeing the testimonials come into the group, and even myself, how I was feeling with it, I thought, are we nuts? I mean, why are we getting these side effects like a great mood and better sleep and all these things that people were reporting that they were the side effects? You know, usually you watch a commercial for some kind of medication and it's like they zip through the side effects and they're all horrible. And we
Yeah.
put up our side effects and they're all fantastic. So we're not nuts. You're saying these ingredients are causing these wonderful, unexpected side effects.
I told
Absolutely.
Peter about
I mean,
all the things. I told Peter about all the things I was feeling. He said, "So go see Greg."
absolutely. So the really good thing about GLP Extreme is the side effects make you better, right? And you can't normally say that about side effects from any other, certainly a medication. I mean, you've only got to get the list of the GLP-1 drugs to see what they do. I mean, it's horrendous. You get nausea, you get diarrhea, you get you puke, and you feel tired. And of course, these are injections. So compare that with taking a beautiful tasting powder in water. There's no comparison. So drop all those drugs and tell people they're a complete and utter waste of a lot of money. Definitely. Especially when all these effects that you've mentioned, Shelley, I mean, they're great. That's what everybody wants. We want to be in a position where we feel healthy, especially at my age. I want to feel as healthy as possible.
Absolutely. Well,
Peter, are you now what, 72?
No, I'm 91.
Finish showing?
91.
Yeah, finish
I was
showing?
close.
Not quite. Not quite.
Not quite. Okay, well, I want to turn it back over to Greg, but how about everybody that's on camera? Let's give Peter a round of applause. Did we not love that information? Thank you for staying up till 2 in the morning for us, Peter. Greg, I'll hand it back to you.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much, Peter. Appreciate you. And wow, amazing information. And you know, it really just to hear your feedback, your own personal experience, the experience of just a couple of patients. We know we've got a whole bunch of product coming your way, so you can do that study. That is going to be awesome to be able to do the study and get the feedback. And that's something that we can all use to get out there and share. So awesome job. Thank you so much, Peter. Appreciate you. And
you're welcome.
Thanks for the time. I mean, great stuff. And you explained it in a way, it's like everybody, if you have any questions, go to your website, look at the ingredients and go through the information. And just a great job of delivering information. And everybody, you know, I mean, to get the backing or support of somebody like Dr. Peter is amazing. I mean, he just kind of did it on his own. He researched it, looked at it, and told Shelley, he said, hey, I want to get involved. This stuff looks amazing. we got him some product. He started researching it, testing it and everything. And so the feedback it's invaluable. In this category, what's really impressive also is his sharing early on, just the weight loss industry as a whole. It's like, there's a lot of disbelief, I mean, it's like, like you mentioned, Peter, there's so much stuff on the market. We hear all of these advertisements and different promotions and everything else. The products, number one, if they're drugs, then the side effects are nasty, as you mentioned. They could range anywhere from $200 or $300 upwards of $800 a month to experience those kinds of negative side effects and be miserable every single day you're taking them. And then all of the products that just don't deliver. I mean, all kinds of people spend all kinds of money on products. It could be the number one selling weight loss product. I purchase those. I buy they call it the number one selling weight loss product on the planet. Millions of bottles sold. You buy a couple of bottles, you're going to give it a good try, and after 4 or 5 days, nothing. It doesn't cut the cravings. If they have caffeine, you get that caffeine weirdness. You just don't feel right. You don't feel good. And if it doesn't cut the cravings, and you're still eating the same thing and you don't feel good, it's a no-go. It just doesn't work for most people. And so this really checks all the boxes. And that's what's exciting is, as you shared and we've all experienced, is literally the very first day. Everyone, the feedback is the very first day you feel the difference with this product. And so this equals opportunity for all of us to get out there and experience the product, share the product, and we're just looking forward to changing lives. So again, Dr. Josling, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your expertise. We appreciate you. Shelley, thanks for the intro and bringing them on board with us. And Chip, back over to you for any closing comments.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Awesome information as always, Peter. Love you, brother. You're just a wealth of information. Love you, man. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you, Greg. And thank all of you for joining us here tonight. So folks, as we wrap up here tonight, I just want to remind you all that just how powerful this moment we have right now is. I mean, GLP-XTREME, it's not just a product, folks. It's a movement. It's a community. And it's an opportunity to transform lives. If you're already on the journey with us, I'm so excited for what's ahead of you. And if you're just getting started, well, welcome. We can't wait to see the incredible results you're about to achieve. And well, if you're here tonight wanting to know more about how you can get your hands on GLP-XTREME, what I want you to do is be sure to get back with the person who invited you to this event, and they're going to make sure that you get taken care of and are ready to start your weight loss journey. So thank you again for joining us tonight. Stay tuned, stay inspired, and remember, 2025 is our years to make an impact. Let's get out there. Let's make it happen. Have an amazing night, everybody. God bless you all. Bye for now.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everyone.
Good night.
Thank you, guys.
Night.